Ukraine has explained to its partners why it needs sufficient long-range capability. Now Kyiv is waiting for their reaction. The Ukrainian president has said only a systematic decision on long-range capability to destroy Russian aviation in the places where it is based can counter Russia's terror, Volodymyr Zelenskyy stressed.
This is an obvious, sensible decision. We have already explained to all our partners why Ukraine truly needs sufficient long-range capabilities, and every such Russian strike, every instance of Russian terror, like today's attacks on Kharkiv, on our Sumy and Donetsk regions, proves that long-range capabilities are necessary and the range must be sufficient. We are expecting corresponding decisions, especially from the United States, the United Kingdom, France, Germany, Italy, everyone whose resolve can help save lives.
After the Russian army struck a residential multi-story building in Kharkiv, the Ukrainian foreign minister called on allies to lift restrictions on the use of weapons that had been handed over to them.
Another barbaric Russian strike on a residential building in Kharkiv. We need partners to lift all restrictions on the use of weapons so that Ukraine can destroy Russian airfields, bombers and launch sites. Let Ukraine strike back. Andriy Sybiga, Minister of Foreign Affairs of Ukraine, on social network X.
Possible escalation by Russia is still a deterrent for Kyiv's partners, experts say. Putin said that the decision to lift restrictions on Ukraine's use of long-range weapons would put the alliance in a state of war with Russia.
I think that what Putin's doing is throwing dust up into the air. There's a lot of bluster. That's his modus operandi. He threatens about tanks, he threatens about missiles, he threatens about nuclear weapons. We cannot be blown off course by an imperialist fascist effectively that wants to move into countries willy-nilly. If we let him with Ukraine, believe me, he will not stop there. David Lammy, British Foreign Secretary, in an interview with the BBC. Will Russia start hitting NATO? No, it won't. Will Russia start using nuclear weapons? No. That would just be insanity for their side. Russia does not have the ability to defend its own territories, let alone talk about preventing an escalation of conflict in any other regions of the world.
Ukraine has been asking allies for permission to use British Storm Shadow and US ATACMS missiles to strike targets deep inside Russia for several months now. Kyiv has been providing the US and UK with the list of such targets, Reuters writes. According to the agency's sources, these are command centers, fuel and weapon storages, as well as places of enemy manpower concentration. Reported by Anastasia Tarnavska, Yulia Bil, UATV News.